Hey, how you guys doing? I am so excited about another video, some marketing tips here to remind us all business owners, entrepreneurs on how to market our business and really do it effectively so that we can save time, energy, and actually do the things that we need to do. So I am excited to talk about a really good topic today. And as many of us may be really busy throughout the summer, you're traveling, what I'm going to talk about today, I believe, is super, super important when you are super busy, point blank, period. So I really want you all to take the time to map out your SOPs. Let's take time to map out our SOPs. What are SOPs? System organizer for your processes, systems or a standard organization for your procedures. Basically, systems, having systems in place to market effectively so that when you get a higher volume with customers, clients, orders, community, volunteers, events, your business will have a system to fall back on so that you don't have to do everything. You won't have to have your hands in everything, but if you don't have systems in place, we will have to do everything manually, and that eventually leads to burnout, and that's not what we came into business for. So I'm going to share a little bit of information, tips on ways to really just get that started and settled, because whether you are looking to open up a business and you're trying to figure out, okay, you have a product, you have a skill, you have a service that the community needs that you're really great at. All right, great. But how are you going to market that? One, and then when you start to receive your volume, your customers, clients, people who are really looking for what you do, what funnel are they going through? What are their, steps in order to really have an effective experience with your business, with your product or your service? Okay. So even if you are a business owner already, you've been in business for years, you can still take time to map out some systems, because as you grow in business, things change, and having systems in place, it may be your time to really set some systems in place so you can step back. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And if you don't have systems in place, you can really find yourself repeating the same task over and over again on a daily basis, which you don't have to do manually. That's what I mean. And if you don't have systems in place, then you can even be repeating instructions over and over again. So when you grow and you have a business, you have a team, if you don't have SOPs in place, then you will find yourself doing repetitive tasks, and you will find yourself repeating instructions over and over and over again, because we don't have things to fall back on, and it's all in our head. The owner's head is the only place where the instructions are. So SOPs is a really great way to eliminate the repetitive things that can be automated or delegated. All right. So when you develop your SOPs, your team, your community, your clientele, they will thank you. But if you do not, they will be able to tell. When you do not have systems in place, we will be able to tell. If we experience some customer service or we order a product or a service from you and you don't have systems that's clear and precise, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur and you don't have these things in place, customers can tell. Your team can tell. And it's a negative effect. And you find yourself working backwards and putting out fires more so than you have to. All right. So systems, SOPs, is basically just methods and procedures used to manage and run your systems efficiently. All right. We want to have growth. We want to be moving forward. We don't always want to have to go back. We want to establish systems that will run our day-to-day, manage our clientele, manage the incoming leads, manage the outgoing orders efficiently. Okay, so especially in business or technical environments, whether you're digital marketing, like being techie, even if you have these tools with marketing, you will be able to have these systems to operate efficiently. Okay, so when you have these things, it will ensure that your workflows run smoothly. onboarding runs smoothly, offboarding runs smoothly, and even orders and clientels, it will run smoothly. People coming in wanting to, get registered or buy that product or buy that service, book you, have an appointment. What is your system, right? We talk about many different avenues with marketing, but today we're talking about implementing systems for your business, whether you are looking to start or you are already running your business, okay? So when you have a business that you are looking to start or already starting, you may hire help. You may look for people to assist you, people to join your team. But if you don't have systems in place, you may find yourself repeating the same instructions over and over again. Or you've actually seen things slip through the cracks. Okay? So systems, having these SOPs in place will keep things from slipping through the cracks when you get too busy. When things start really picking up, having systems is kind of like that cement between the concrete, okay? Whatever you want to call it, but it helps you to keep track of everything. Nothing will get lost. When people start to be intrigued, when they start to look about booking an appointment with you, registering for that event, everything will go smoothly, okay? So you don't want to have a business and you're hiring people, you're getting new leads, you're getting more clients, and things are just slipping through the cracks. People just sliding through. They're not being retained. So having systems in your business helps with retention. So if you don't have these systems, the retention is probably low, okay? All right, so when some effects of not having an SOP in place for any business that you're running, it will cause inconsistent customer experiences. So you want to be very consistent. You want to have a good reputation when it comes to people who are joining your team, people who are buying from you, who are using your product, who are using your service. If you have SOPs in place, you will avoid the inconsistency with your customer experience. All right, that's super important because your customers are, they are feedback, they give reviews, they give, credibility, they give referrals. So having that in place will help you. When you have a business, you don't want to have lost time by training over and over and over again, right? You want to have a system in place where we'll talk about ways to store, trainings or even automating just systems in place. But when you have systems for your specific business, you know what's going to work for you and what it takes to actually have your business ran from day to day. So if your business has systems, you won't lose time by doing trainings over and over and over again. You can utilize your time more efficiently. All right. Also, systems in place in your business will avoid having the difficulty in scaling. All right. And outsourcing. So when we have businesses, we want to make sure that we are able to scale the business. And what scaling is basically taking in all your data, taking in and reviewing numbers, seeing what's working, seeing what your audience is needing, what your audience is maybe even responding or engaging in, so that you can grow upon that, right? You have a target audience that your business or your services provides to. If you have no systems in place, there's no way to track how your business is performing with marketing or even with orders, with people having, seeing your business, right? If you have systems in place, you will be able to track the numbers. You will be able to see what's working. What is my audience actually commenting or really looking at when it comes to the, the marketing, or even when they come on board for your team, your business, your staff, right? So you really want to make sure that it's easy for you to scale your business. And when you have the systems in place, there are a lot of marketing tools where you can check your analytics, your insights, data. You want to make sure that you're able to look and review these things. So you can say, okay, all right, I see a few comments here. I see more views. More views is always good because you're reaching more people. The more your stuff is being viewed, the more people you can reach, and you will find your target audience that way. All right. So having systems effectively will help you with that. All right. An effect by not having the system in place for your business, you will find yourself constantly, you're going to be like a firefighter. Okay? If you don't have systems in place, you're going to be constantly fighting and putting out fires instead of growing. Systems help eliminate the unnecessary constant firefighting. You're putting out fires, you're following up, you're helping people here. There's another thing going on there. Systems will help with the day-to-day things of operation for your business. If you don't have this stuff in place, you're gonna have mental exhaustion and burnout. All right. So it's super important to, we're halfway throughout the year. We want to make sure we're starting a business or we've been running our business. Take time to review, take time to lay out some systems that will avoid the mental exhaustion and burnout. You don't want to be burned out by decision overload. You're going to have to be making decisions left and right if we don't establish systems. When the system's in place, it's like, okay, well, did they do X, Y, and Z? All right, well, they shouldn't have gone to A, B, C, and D. You know what I mean? So it's super important when you are in business to really take advantage of the marketing tools that we have when it comes to social media, Google Docs, Google Drives, all of these things. You can track your stuff and you can really automate your business and really scale effectively. Okay, so if everything is in our head as the business owners, you cannot grow beyond your own bandwidth. Okay, so when we have a business idea in place, when we have a business that we've been doing for years, take the time to lay out the system for marketing so that we can obtain and retain our clientele, staff, team members, volunteers, your community, because they want to know that they can rely on you for organization. They can rely on you for structure. They know where they're going. They know what they're going to get. They know when they're going to get it. All right. And you won't be burnt out by continuously having to repeat things because your systems will do all of that for you. Okay. So when you have systems in place, and we'll talk about some systems to do for any business when it comes to really building up that retention and consistency. But another effect of not having systems in place is a decline in your customer satisfaction. So you may fall into a lot of human error when it comes to delays, poor service caused by overwhelmed operations. If your team is overwhelmed, if you are overwhelmed, your business is not going to be able to flow. So have a system in place that involves automation and delegation, right? So that you don't frustrate clients, you don't frustrate teams, you don't want to get no negative reviews, you don't want to get any complaints. You want to build up. Not to say that systems is going to avoid you, getting some feedback, but you want to at least have something that you can look back to and fix whatever hole in the boat it was with that system, whether it was generating new leads, whether it was the system from people who are actually interested in your business or service to actually getting what they wanted. You can find your hole in the boat and improve even if you do get those negative reviews. But without systems, you're just like, oh my gosh, I've got to put out this fire, I got to put out that fire, I got to do this and that. Okay, so the systems are our friend as business owners. All right, you don't want to have employee burnout. You don't want to have team burnout or turnover, high turnovers. Okay, so when you have the systems in place, it will really help everybody and not just you as the business owner. All right, and last but not least, another thing that having SOPs will help you avoid is stunt growth. Okay, when you have systems, you don't want to miss out on any opportunities of growth. Growing your team, growing your business, growing your volume of sales. You want to make money. You want to be profitable in business. So our systems help us really get what we came into business for by making a difference, giving a good product, giving a good service, putting on great events, outreaches, so that you can continue to do what you want to do in the community. You don't want to miss out on growth. So have systems in place, okay? So SOPs will save you hours. Having systems in place will save you so much time, because what you're not able to do because you're doing the things that need to be taken care of by growth and that will bring you more revenue, it will save you so much time because you're not going to have to sit back and do everything manually. You're not going to have to confirm with that appointment. You're not going to have to go send out that invoice. You're going to be able to really automate your business and see where each person is if you have systems in place, right? And SOPs, having systems for your business, will also make it easy to delegate. When you have systems in place, you know what people, where you need people to be plugged in. If you have a system in place, you can say, okay, I need someone here. You can look at your system and say, okay, I have everyone where they need to be, but I'm missing some person here when it comes to acquisitions, dispositions, new lead generation. You want to make sure that you have systems so that you can delegate easily and see where you actually need people. You know, it's nothing worse than being a business owner. It's like, okay, I'm here to help. Okay, and you're like, well, I don't really know where I need help. Knowing you need help, but you just don't know where. You just don't know how you need the help. Systems in place will help you do that. All right, and it will help to improve with your consistency and your quality of service. Right? What businesses do you have? Right? Are you in nail tech? Are you in photography? Are you in finances? Are you in real estate? Whatever business it is, it doesn't matter. You need systems. And if you don't have systems, you can't scale, you can't grow. All right. So even when you start to hire a VA, like people are buying, buying into getting these virtual assistants, getting an assistant for your business. If you hire people and you have systems in place, you can get them to be trained and you don't have to spend hours with them over and over again. But if you don't have systems, then you're going to be the one spending hours and hours when your business still needs to be operating. All right. So when you have systems in place, you can train faster and you create a business that can run without you. Succession is in mind when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. So what system is going to help you to run the business without you being there? Even if it's training others to fill in your spot so that you can do and go, spread the message, go talk to other people in other rooms. What systems do you have that will train people to run the business without you? So that's super important. So how to start building some SOPs, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about ways to actually, ways to really build up SOPs, systems for your business. Okay. So we want to start with your most repetitive tasks. All right. Even myself, I'm looking at, okay, what do I do on a daily basis when I'm generating new leads, when I'm booking appointments, when they need a follow-up, if they need a product or service sent out to them. What is my repetitive task? What do I need to do in order to really keep that going? And what are some ways that I can automate this, right? So you got to figure out what your business needs in order to accomplish that. Even when you start to get people registered, are they being followed up with? Are they being nurtured? The people who are looking into what it is that you do, are they being nurtured? Are they being educated? What are some things that you do on a repetitive day-to-day? Okay, so let's start with just repetitive tasks that you do every single day. There are a lot of systems that you can create, but you want to start with the most repetitive tasks. So for the one repetitive task, let's all start with recording a video, training, whether it's, screen recording. You can screen record. You can do that either on your phone, your laptop. You can really even make videos on training on how to run your business for each system, right? So let's just say we have a system for generating new leads, right? There's a system on how you do that, whether you're using social media, whether you're using, QR codes, where you're going out and you're getting people to scan the QR code that's going to take them to a landing page, your website. What is your way of generating new leads? Are you going out booking, events and your speaking engagements? What is your way of really getting your message and your marketing out there so that people can know about what you're able to service them with? All right. Even mapping that out, right? Even technically, if you have Google Docs and you're using Google spreadsheets, screen record how you're listing out name, number, email. Okay, when somebody has an order, I'm sending out this email. You can screen record all of this stuff when it comes to orders, right? If you have a business or a service where people are booking appointments with you, you can screen record so that people will know, if you hire an assistant in the future, they will know this is what I do when I get an appointment booked. This is how I follow up with them. This is how I make sure that I confirm with them. So all of these things have, purpose when it comes to your repetitive tasks. Whatever your business repetitive task is, just start with the most repetitive task and screen record, do a video, do a training, just explaining. It may not require any technical support. It may just be you letting the step-by-step know, like step 1, I make sure I send this out every Monday. Step 2, every, Tuesday. You guys get the point. Okay. All right. So, whether it's onboarding a new client, posting on social media, or sending out invoices, you want to have systems, recorded with you teaching, or you actually screen recording the step-by-step on how to do X, Y, and Z. All right. So once you do this task while you're recording, you can even write out step-by-step bullet points and ways in different, storage places, right? You can use, you can share it to save it in a shared folder. All right. Let's get it. Let's start utilizing this stuff. Google Drive, Google Photos, Google, all this stuff. You can use this way to actually store your videos and actually share it with those who are coming on. All right. And you just want to name it clearly, like client onboarding, step-by-step process. Record these things so that you know what it is that you're going to be doing. All right. And even if it's not necessarily recorded, do you have the systems in place just yet? Like, make sure you have your systems mapped out to nurture, to actually draw in and, get people to inquire about what it is that you do. You need a system for that. When they start to inquire, what do you follow up with them with? Are you emailing them? Are you, contacting them one way or another? Are you putting on free events so that they can learn more? What is your system to have in place? All right. When people order a business or they book an appointment with you, how do you make sure that they're going to confirm and they actually show up? All of these systems matter. Okay. So these SOPs won't just save you time. They will save your sanity. All right. So we're all about working smarter, not harder. We're all about making sure that we are not burning out while we are running business. We want to make sure that we are utilizing the free tools that we have when it comes to putting together systems and automating them. We want to make sure that we are thinking smart when it comes to screen recording the trainings, and making sure that if and when people come on board, or you hire a virtual assistant, you hire someone to help you, you get a team, they know that you know what you're talking about, because you can at least explain your systems to them, or you have a shared folder where they can watch your trainings and actually follow step by step. Step by step. We can't just keep winging it, and dealing with people as they come. Okay, what's the system? When people start to come, what are they going to receive from you? When you start to get more volume in, your staff, how are you managing the people that are coming into your business or even doing business with you as a client? Okay, so SOPs, each one that you create is building a block towards your true freedom and being able to move on your time and do the things that will grow and expose your service and business that you have. Okay, so we're building a business. We're not just staying busy. So let's market with purpose. Let's make sure that we have SOPs in place, because SOPs is still a way of marketing, because any experience is a marketing tool. Any exposure is a marketing tool. So how you do everything is just really going to matter to your clientele, your staff, your team, and even people who come to events or anything that you put on for the community. All right. So make sure you guys follow me for more tips. I go live on teachings on how to market your business and your brand. So until next time, you guys, I'll see you next live. Bye.